So yeah, congratulations. Movie was a lot of fun and scary, and I thought you did a great job.
ありがとうございます。
So how fun or how challenge for you to play character being attacked by something in darkness all the time, you know?
It was really scary. I have to say, even though you're on set and there's a boom operator and there are lights, and well, there weren't really that many lights on this movie, but I was still really nervous. We shot in a scary house. It was this huge house which had this big black tent built around it, so it was really dark in there. And just like energetically having to get beneath who this character was really challenging.
Yeah, I'm sure, you know, you have to keep the tension.
That's right.
Did you know anything about the short film based on this movie? Did you know the film before you actually cast?
Well, I met with the producer and the director, and then they told me about the short film, and I had a baby, and I was like, I haven't been on YouTube for years. Like, all right, I'm going to check this out. So I remember I started watching it, and it was probably 10 p.m. at night time, and you know, my husband was away, and I had my little baby next to me. He was asleep. Started watching it. A minute in, I was like, and no, I'm not going to be finishing this. I'm going to press pause. And then the next day, my husband got home, and I had him sit with me on the couch during the day, and like the sun was shining. I was like, you're watching this with me. And we watched it, and as soon as it was finished, I remember he said to me, you are doing this movie. Yeah.
Wow. You know, we often hear kind of weird story from shooting these kind of movies. On set.
Yes.
Anything happen during the shoot? Anything weird happen?
It was so funny because I have always been nervous about the idea of going and doing a movie and channeling all your energy into this kind of dark story. And I was like, how am I going to do this and then come home and like talk about Peppa Pig with my kid? So I saged. So my husband and I use a lot of sage at our house. So I was saging my trailer and I would sage my house afterwards and like really cleanse myself of the energy at the end of the day. And that was really important for me to do that. Who knows if it helped or not. I still slept with the lights on the entire duration of the shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, and after you did a movie like this, anything influence you or why you changed afterwards, or like you like to keep the lights on, or you became sensitive to anything, or?
Yeah, I think now I have a visual of what could be lurking in the dark. I mean, the like character of Diana with her arms out and the straggly hair and the way she would walk. So I've got this visual image. So now if wherever in the dark, especially when my husband's not home, like I will look away and I'll like look for a second and think I'm seeing her outline. So it's now been ingrained into my mind, this just creepy image of her. And I feel like she's gotten under my skin and she's just decided to stay there.
Wow, that probably happened, gonna happen to a lot of people after
I know, I agree. And the feedback so far has been that people have been dreaming about her, they think they've been seeing her. So yeah, maybe she's actually real.
Yeah. I would say, what is your favorite scary scene in this movie, or which scene do you think is the most scary? I know this could be a little bit of spoiler, but you know.
Well, I'll talk about the scene that's in the trailer. There's a scene where I'm in bed and I see something on the floor and I start like creeping over and the camera's going with me and the lights are going red and off and red and off. And it was firstly, it was very challenging to shoot because I had to react she was always there and I had to react only when the lights were off. So that was very scary. The fact that there was this crazy creature so close to her bed in her apartment, she's on her own and she's like scratching something into the floor. That to me was horrifying. And then watching it in the theater with an audience, that was the scene that I think people were screaming out loud. Some guy behind me was like, oh, hell no. At the theater, I was like, wow, people are really reacting to this. So it's probably my favorite scene.
Yeah, that happened yesterday too.
Yeah, good.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
ありがとうございます。